Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Forget the top tier list, top 5, top 10, top 50, top 20, where our host brings you all his personal top favorites from every form of pop culture in top of the Shenanigan charts. And here's the lad that will bring you all those top shenanigans, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone, and welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans 1977, episode 2029. That's right. And not only that, 2029, this is the 18th episode of Top of the Shenanigan Charts, the final of the three-episode marathon for Valentine's Day, three-episode marathon. In fact, I'll be uploading them one right after the other, so to speak, so we're going to have a little bit of fun with this list. So I figured I'm going to 3 separate episodes, but it looks like a marathon, but it's not, it's, because it's going to feel like a marathon, because I'm putting 3 videos in a row. This is a really insane thing, I'm doing, so, you have to work with me, bear with me, and all that good stuff, so, yeah, so this is my final list. As you know, been a big wrestling fan for years. Since 1991, I really got into wrestling. I started watching a little bit of it when Hulk Hogan's Rockin' Wrestling was a cartoon back in the day. So, and I thought wrestling was going to be scary guys with face paint and all, and I didn't want to watch it. I wanted to watch Three Stooges. And as I growing up, I started to enjoy it and started to appreciate it, and started watching a little bit more. So, and then they had women's wrestling, and there's a lot of guys that like, their favorite female wrestlers. So I decided I'd pick my top 10 wrestling crushes. And this is a difficult list for me to do, because there's a lot of women that I like over the years in professional wrestling. This is a very difficult decision, right? Like I say, like picking out a top 10 is most difficult. That's why you're not going to see me do a video on the top 10 real life crushes in the real world, because like I said, it will be so difficult, and probably that I don't want to catch any heat, if you know what I mean. So I don't want to catch any heat with anybody, with all, and in fact, a lot of them are my friends and all, as far as real life women, my female friends. It's very difficult to pick a top 10, and plus we'd be here all day. Like I said, don't want to catch any heat with them. I don't want to embarrass them on YouTube, so that's why I'm leaving the real life crushes out. I'm leaving them out. They're all my friends. They're all my friends, and I want to be still friends with them today. So that's the main thing. So, but like this list here, this list is probably the most difficult one, and coming up with honorable mentions from the top 10 is not that easy. And one of the honorable mentions, obviously, because basically, like a couple of years ago, I had the honor of talking to her. Thanks to my good friends over at Rant and Rave, we had Melina. Melina, she was so sweet and great knowledge of the business as well, and just Melina was a very sweet person. She's a wonderful person, easygoing. Opposite her heel attitude. And when she was a heel, and she knows how to act too. And very good in the ring. The ring entrance is split. That got me hooked on her, for a long time. But having a chance to talk with her on episode 200 of Rant and Rave, it was such an honor, and just, and I felt like my life was complete after that. So what's life? You know what I mean? And possibly the smartest decision moving up here, and it felt like I'm in a better place, a better space than ever before. So, having Melina and getting a chance to talk to her, that's why, honorable mention, that's why I forgot, I failed to put her on the list, but she always will be one of my favorite wrestling crushes of all time. There's no doubt. And another one I liked was Kairi Sane. I'll tell you what, Kairi Sane is, poor girl's gone through some injuries, but she'll be back, and I know, but she always has a smile on her face, always genuine with the fans. Even when she was supposed to be a heel, she goes over and signs autographs, and she starts being a heel. But she's so funny also, and she does a wonderful job. Fans love her, and she always has a smile on her face. And that's what I love about Kairi Sane, and best elbow drop in the business. Rivaling the Macho Man Randy Savage. The way she does it, and she kicks up her feet, and that was really cool. And she was the inaugural Mae Young Classic winner, and that's and yeah, Kairi Sane, first ever IWGP Women's Champion as well. So Kairi Sane has made history in that, and now she's back in the WWE right now. I think she has a hand injury, but she'll be back in the ring, kicking butt, taking names, and that's just another thing. So that's her. Another honorable mention, I'll say Mandy Rose. 2 words, OnlyFans. That's all you need to say. That Tino Sabatelli, you are a lucky man to marry her. My hat is off to you, sir. That's all I'm going to say about that. In my 5th honorable mention, very difficult to have an honorable mention. Finding an honorable mention is something that like I said, this is a very difficult list. I'm going to have to go. I'm going to go with who should I go with? This is a very difficult list. I'm going to have to say. I mean, this is an honorable mention, mind you. This is, you look down the list. I'm going to say Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus, very beautiful looking, gorgeous, and she knows how to play heel. She knows how to play face. Lita is another one. I know. Leia Meow, Kimono Wanalea, that's another one. Another wrestling crush. And so, yeah, it's a difficult. Like I said, this is a difficult list to find honorable mentions, and finding a top 10 is very difficult. But it's starting to get easy for me nowadays. So let's go to the top 10 wrestling crushes. Now, a lot of you guys will be shocked about number 10 that I put her on the list. And I would, number 10, recently returned to TNA, and that would be none other than Tessa Blanchard. Now, a lot of controversy has surrounded this young lady, but to me, she's very, very beautiful. And I know a lot of people don't like her, and because she's a bully, a racist, and all this good stuff. But Tessa Blanchard has an attitude of a Blanchard from when Tully Blanchard was part of the Four Horsemen. He had an attitude, heel-like attitude. Same thing with Tessa Blanchard, but she can go in the ring, and I think Tessa Blanchard maybe have her sights set on becoming an Impact Knockouts champ again. We'll see what happens there. But Tessa Blanchard, very beautiful young lady, very photogenic. Always got a beautiful smile. So that's number 10. Number 9, we have not seen her in a while in AEW, but she should be mentioned. Hikaru Shida. And not only that, she can wrestle, she can act, she's also a gamer too, which is really, really cool. And she's like a nerd at heart, almost, but she's a very beautiful one at that, and she's a former AEW Women's World Champion. So that's number 9. Number 8, another TNA knockout, formerly known as Xia Li, Lei Ying Li. Wow, all I can say is she works out and she looked very, very freaking gorgeous, and there's no doubt in my mind, and always has a smile on her face. I know she's best friend with Kairi Sane, so number 8 will be Lei Ying Li. Number 7, Lola Vice from NXT. Lola Vice, she's got the attitude. And I just realized something. I just realized I forgot someone else to put on that list. Well, you know what? It'll be a tie. It will be a tie. It'll be a tie somewhere. But anyways, Lola Vice, when she first came in and became a heel, she reminds me a lot of Melina, with the attitude, the way she carries her, the way she carries herself as a heel, and she has the attitude. But now she's a former MMA fighter as well. She beat Shayna Baszler in an underground match, for goodness sakes. And this woman is beautiful, and she can shake her hips. She's no joke in the ring. She's got the beauty. She's got the complete package. She might be a future champion one day. Might be a future NXT Women's North American Champion. Stephanie Vaquer, I tie her with Lola Vice. Number 7. Number 6, Gigi Dolan. It's not every day that, a goth girl, so to speak, could be on this list. But I think Gigi Dolan, I don't see her as a goth girl. I saw a curvaceous red-headed beauty. And so Zachary Wentz, my hat is off to you, sir, for getting her. And I'm telling you one thing right now. Gigi Dolan at number 6. Wow, she's a total knockout. Curves and all around. Part of the Chemical X crew with Shotzi and Tatum Paxley. But, Gigi Dolan at number 6. Number 5, Timeless Toni Storm. Would be Rockstar Toni Storm, Timeless Toni Storm. She's gorgeous. And not only that, as Timeless Toni Storm, she really leveled up in her character. And that's the main thing. I think Rockstar Toni Storm, she felt like she was happy to be there. And, she's a former NXT UK Women's Champion. She was the second Mae Young Classic winner in 2018. But when you talk about, when she went to AEW, she started winning the world title. But then when she leveled up, when she transformed herself into Timeless Toni Storm, and I really liked her even more. She always brought back the retro. I think she loves retro stuff. And then probably, and I think Tony Khan says, okay, we'll play on that. And come out, and she came out with Timeless Toni Storm, a little retro. So, when she first burst on the scene in WWE, she loved everything about the 80s and whatnot and everything. And that's my kind of girl. I thought she was, and she's very curvaceous, great beauty. And Juice Robinson, my hat is off to you, sir, once again. Or, I'm telling you, it's a little crazy. So, Timeless Toni Storm, number 5. Number 4, another curvaceous beauty, Nikita Lyons. Remember, she was known as Faith the Lioness in WoW Superheroes, Women of Wrestling, with headed by David McLean and Jeannie Buss, and now comes over to NXT, uses the martial arts skills and got more curves and a winding road. My goodness, and a talented singer too. All right, a tie at number 3. Well, I'm going to go with NXT Women's Champion Julia, the Beautiful Madness. Started in Stardom, of course. She's half Japanese, half Italian, and she's very beautiful. She comes over to the States and already made a huge splash on NXT Women's Champion. And not to be outdone, I tied her at number 3 with Io Sky. Io Sky. First time I fell in love with her when I saw her on Lucha Underground fighting Pentagon Dark, now Penta in the WWE. I'm sure those two probably had some great stories to tell about that matchup, and probably I wouldn't be surprised if they decided, well, we'll have you guys watch your match and tell how it is. So I'm sure Io is very happy to have Penta as her, co-worker again. But Io, I think Io, everybody loves Io. Everybody loves Io Sky. Io Sky, one of the best at what she does. And if she doesn't win the world title from Rhea Ripley, I see her going after Lyra Valkyria for the Women's Intercontinental title. So, be well of that. Now, the top 2. This was very difficult for me to even pick who would be number 1. My all-time wrestling crush is. I'm going to go with number 2 with the lady on my shirt. Harley Cameron. This woman is not only beautiful. She's starting to wrestle. She's improving her wrestling skills. She's funny as heck. She can be a ventriloquist. She can sing. She can rap. This woman is so multi-talented. A lot of people are gravitating towards her now, to the point that I really want to see her beat Mercedes Moné tomorrow night, Grand Slam Australia, to become the TBS champion in AEW. And I feel that could be the case. And I always describe Harley Cameron as having the beauty of the late, great Olivia Newton-John and the singing talents of Kylie Minogue. And let me tell you something right now. And Harley Cameron, well, curves in all the right places. All I'm going to say, very beautiful. And Harley Cameron is a sweetheart. I'm hoping she does it tomorrow night. I hope she beats the brakes off Mercedes Moné and becomes TBS champion. And my number 1 wrestling crush from Stardom, Mina Shirakawa. Do I need to say more about Miss Shirakawa that has not been said already about her? Mina Shirakawa. Let me tell you something, man. They call her, Chan Mina. She calls herself the Venus. And she does look like a Venus. Let me tell you something right now. Not Val Venus, but Venus. Venus, I think it's a Roman goddess of love. We're talking Valentine's Day. goodness me, I think me and Shirakawa can give all those lovely ladies a run for their money. That's why I put her at number 1. Sweet smile, can dance, and dear Lord, that's all I'm going to say. I think every guy will probably be involved in a battle royal or do something to impress her or to be with her. Me, I'll step in the ring against Big Bill or any giant for that matter. I'll step in the ring against Braun Strowman or Jacob Fatu just to impress Mina Shirakawa. I don't care if I get the crap beaten out of me, but whatever. But I care about my health though. But unfortunately, now about all these lists I just did, they're just wrestling. They're all crushes, celebrity crushes. I have any of them whatsoever, but that's okay because that's how I'm going to celebrate my Valentine's Day. So I want to wish everyone out there a happy Valentine's Day. Show love. It doesn't have to be romantic love. It's like brotherly love. What's up? And give them a hug. Give somebody a hug. Encourage somebody today. As Adam Pearce would say, love somebody today. It doesn't have to be romantic love. Just be kind. Being kind and nice is the best way to go. That's how you show love. You know what I mean? So yeah, I do appreciate all the the accolade, not the accolades, the comments I'm getting, nice, kind comments. Like I said, I had a lot of fun, and I'm still going to keep going with this because we got SmackDown tonight. I'm going to be on Chilling with Jordy. I'm going to watch some SmackDown, and then I'm going to do the report on SmackDown. I'm going to also give my picks and predictions for Vengeance Day, NXT Vengeance Day. It's going to be a lot going on. There's a lot happening. I don't know if any more craziness is going to happen tomorrow night. We shall see what is going to happen. So I'm stocked up with food. I'm stocked up with everything I need for the weekend. I know there's a little bit of snowstorm tomorrow into Sunday. Everything's more fun with the rain and all that good stuff. And then we're supposed to be a week away from another winter storm. You see 5 to 8, but that could all change. It could be just turn out to be nothing. I'm hoping that's the case. And plus I got 10 more work days. 10 more work days till my vacation myself in March. It's going to be great. So, looking forward to it. So, I will see you guys later. In fact, I think tomorrow for Shenanigan Arcade, we're going to celebrate the 35th anniversary of Super Mario Bros. 3. I think I'm going to play some Super Mario Bros. 3 for you guys. So I'm not going to do the whole beat the game thing and all that. But if I want to, there's a 2 version. I'll play it on Nintendo Switch because there's like an SP version of it, so to speak, and like those ribbons on it. I have an idea. That gave me an idea. So, yep. So, feel the wrath of Harley Cameron. So, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the show and appreciate it. Episode number 18 of the Top Shenanigan Charts. Episode 2029 of Eric Lima Shenanigans 1977. Thank you for tuning in. And tomorrow we got Card Sharks. Money cards. So, that's all there is to it. And so until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode. This is your announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, do it for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with a Raven Bofa Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode. Tune in next time for another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Goodbye for now.